Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe. Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah. Today I was just kind of realized that there was a Sephora sale going on, and I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna have to restock on, and what do I want to take advantage of? And then I thought, why would I be selfish? Maybe I'll take us all down with me and just share all my favorite things from Sephora that I'm going to restock and things that I use very often. These products are a mix of some unsung heroes, some products that I use off camera and in my everyday life that I don't really show on YouTube because some of them might not be so exciting visually in a makeup tutorial. So I have my bag of tricks here, and we're gonna go through a lot of the products, very skincare focused products that I have in here that really I want to restock on. So stay tuned if you want to see all the goodies I got in this bag. So typically when I'm thinking about a restock, I go for two things. Things that I use normally that I could have backups of, or things that might be a little expensive that I want to try. Those are the two main thoughts when I am trying to figure out what I'm going to buy if there's a sale that is appealing to me. So first, let's start with that body. So I mentioned this in another video. This is the Brazilian Bum Cream, the original. It smells super good and it is firming for the skin. I prefer this for summertime moisturizing, but I do really love the smell, and it's comforting, especially in these times when you just want something comforting to wear all over your body. What I actually do is mix it with another favorite of mine, and this doesn't smell like anything other than a nice clean shower, but I really like this too. Like I mentioned in my last video, I am proud member of the ashy community. I'm very dry, I have eczema, so I really like the, I don't know how to say this, L'Occitane in Provence. I don't know. Worst Canadian ever. I don't know French. Anyways, it is, you'll recognize the name. They have them in like the duty free and stuff like that. Anyways, this is the Ultra Rich Cream Body 25% shea butter. This is amazing, and because I love the smell of this so much, but the effects and nourishment of this so much, and the firming qualities of this, I'll use them together so I can just smell super good. Just to share about how good this smells, every time I wear this, and it's just this, people will be like, oh my gosh, I love your perfume, and I'm like, oh my god, stop flirting with me. Just kidding, it's just lotion, and I'll be spending all this money on nice perfume, and they're really loving the smell of this, so I'd give it a little whiff. And Sephora is really great at returns. If you don't like something or if you have sensitive skin, they will take it back. Moving on. Next up, these are pricey, but I feel like very well worth the money. Now that there's a sale, might as well explore it. I am obsessed with the McGrath Labs palettes. I really feel like the formula is like no other. I really get into these sparkly shadows and just kind of press them on my lid when I want to be extra, but she has a lot of like two-tone eyeshadows, and the mattes are super creamy. I've used it a lot on my channel, but I just want to say if there's an opportunity to get a discount, might as well on something that's a little bit more on the pricier side, even though I do feel like it is worth the price. McGrath, mother of makeup. Now is a good time to do that. Like I said, I use a lot of the shimmery parts. She has these quads that are just pure shimmers, which are really great. I'm actually wearing this one all over my eyelid today. Very lazy way to bump up your makeup, but I think these are really great. This one's one of my favorites. This one's the MMX VII. Huge fan of McGrath's product, and I think if there's a sale, might as well get into it. By the way, the Sephora sale is 20% for Rouge members, 15% for VIB, and 10% for everybody else, depending on how your tax is wherever you're from. Moving along. Might as well stick with the McGrath bar because it is a pricier line, but I really do feel like it's worth it. If you haven't tried the McGrath Labs foundation, it's really great. If this is still very expensive, get this and mix it with your other foundations that you really love. It mixes really well. Sometimes you can layer it, but sometimes to skip a step, I'll mix it with a more full coverage foundation and I get a really beautiful result. But this foundation is really bomb, and I feel like my skin has just improved so much. If you look back on my videos from like even 3-4 years ago, I was covered in rashes from eczema, so I'm really starting to take care of my skin in a different way. Also, another thing that's free mostly sometimes that you can do for your skin is drink a lot of water. I actually keep a 2 liters of water by my bed at night, and I drink it through the night whenever I wake up because I don't really have very solid sleep, so I usually wake up several times. If you can drink 1 whole liter as soon as you wake up, flush out your system, it'll help you with going to the bathroom, and it'll also just really help to give your skin a nice glow. Alright, let's see what's up in here next. Now, I've used this lots of times in my videos, and I've emptied it many times in my videos, but they extended the line. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It really keeps your makeup on all day, especially if you're using products that are not as long wearing, or if you're like me where maybe you don't want to use as much powder because you're so dry and you want that hydration. The Hydro Grip Primer is really great because it really grabs onto your foundation and makes it last all day. And then they took it to the next level and they came up with the Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, which really makes your makeup last even longer. I was a little intimidated by it because a lot of hydrating sprays can make your makeup move around a little bit because it's hydrating, but this will actually give you that hydration and still keep your makeup on all day. So these two together, bulletproof makeup, I'm telling you. Really bomb. I always start with the Milk Makeup Vegan Milk Moisturizer, and I actually really like the Vegan Milk Cleanser, especially if you have super sensitive skin. I keep this in my shower. I don't use cleansers all the time because I'm so sensitive, and when you have eczema, you don't want to strip your skin away of everything all the time. So a lot of times I'll just go in with makeup remover and then a toner I'm going to get into, and then a moisturizer. But I will use this one because it's so gentle. Like, I've gotten it in my eyes and it feels like nothing. So huge fan of this. This is a great follow-up with it. The Milk Makeup Vegan Milk Moisturizer worked really well, and because I have dry skin, I'll use this before the Hydro Grip Primer. If you're oily, just skip to the Hydro Grip Primer. That should be enough moisture for you. If you're dry like me, doing this beforehand really helps because I've tried to just skip to the Hydro Grip Primer by itself and it almost dries so fast that I can't blend my foundation. So having a moisturizer underneath really helps. Another skincare thing that I don't think I've really ever talked about too much on my channel, but the Drunk Elephant moisturizers. I always lose the lid because I like just keeping it in my vanity in my bathroom. You just push the top like this and then blend it in. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream, 9 signal peptides. Anyways, whatever. If you can't read, this is fine. Just take my word for it. I can't read either, and it works really well. Really hydrating, especially as we're getting into colder months. Plumping your skin with hydration, which I think is super important, oily or not. Even if it's just at nighttime, this is really great. They also have another one. It's not as rich or smoothing, but I feel like it is very hydrating. This is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, 6 rare African oils. Another Drunk Elephant one. Again, I always take off the lids because I just like this springy bit here, and I can go into my vanity and use it really quickly. I like stuff that's fast, and Drunk Elephant has some really great moisturizers. Next up on the cleanser tip, and going back to face, I'm going to go into the Philosophy Nature line. Again, very sensitive skin, so there's 2 things that I've fallen in love with. They also have a moisturizer that's really great. I lost it, so I don't use it that much. I'm more into the milk one. Anyways, they have the Gentle Warming Exfoliator with jojoba, which is awesome. It's a super gentle exfoliator. It warms up on the skin. Again, this is something else I leave in my shower. As you can see, I got this quite a while ago, and it is going down, but it's not super empty because I don't exfoliate my skin a ton. My skin is very sensitive. I exfoliate once a month or less, just based off of how sensitive and dry my skin is. If you have oilier, less sensitive skin, you might want to do once a week, once every 3 days. Again, listen to what your skin needs as it needs it. Sometimes I'll do it twice in a week, and sometimes I won't do it for a month or 2. They also have a really great cleanser. Again, another one you can get in your eyes. It doesn't feel like anything. Agave detoxifying cleanser, conditions, balance, refreshes, revitalizes, and the rest is in French, so we don't know what it does. But anyways, this is really great. Again, by Philosophy, something that I really love. And the reason why I'm leaning so much into skincare with Sephora is I feel like because we don't get that immediate gratification with skincare, it can be overlooked. Like, you might want to buy a fancy new palette or something limited edition or whatever. I think skincare is a really great way to go and restock because it'll give you love long term, and you can kind of rework or work it into your skin routine. So going back to when I go into my walks, I don't talk about this a lot on my channel because it's very boring. Maybe it's not. If you want to see a very natural, like, just get up and go type of makeup look, let me know. One thing I've been really loving is the Fenty Cream bronzers and the cream blushes. Like, it just makes your skin look so blurred and refreshed underneath. So what I'll normally do is take a concealer, which I'm going to get into. All these things tie in together. I will take this with my finger and buff it in the areas I would normally put my powder bronzer, and then I would take my cream blush, warm it on the apples on my cheeks, whatever's left over, put it into the crease of my brow, even in the center of the lips, and you look refreshed. Like, I go on walks and, like, you know, sometimes there might be some honeys taking a jog even though I'm sluggishly walking along the seawall. I just don't want to look dead. I will use these when I want to look like I'm not wearing makeup, but I am. And I'm using these in colors that are closer to my skin tone. If I wanted a more dramatic effect, I'd go into the deeper shades, but because I'm trying to be fake and pretend I'm not wearing makeup, I go into a little bit of lighter shades. So this is really dope. Fenty Beauty cream blush and cream bronzers. Something broke. Well, I have a self-tanner in here and it exploded a little bit because the lid came off. But anyways, the Beauty Blender concealers, while I don't wear them in my super heavy glam looks all the time, I really wear them for my natural everyday glam looks. In the 5-minute Busy Mom Glam video, I showed the Invisibler technique created by the Beauty Blender founder. And I actually use that almost every day, again, for when I want to look like I'm not wearing any makeup. So you basically take just a little bit, put it under the eyes to kind of tease on around the nose. Damp Beauty Blender, which usually doesn't have brown marks on it, but because I said about the self-tanner, you want to wring it out, make sure that it's twice the size, no dripping water, and you're just going to tap it in and it looks like you're not wearing anything, but you just look very healthy. Follow it up with the Fenty cream bronzer and cream blush, maybe a little bit of mascara, and you look Poppington. Speaking of mascara, expensive mascara is another thing that's great to stock up on during a sale. So I'm really feeling my two faves right now is the Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara and the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. They both have a gold tube like this. This one's just a little bit more of a yellow gold. Love these mascaras. Mascara can get you so far. It's a very like personal experience. Everyone has their own vibe, but if you have one that you love at Sephora, it's a good time to restock on those. Okay, so this is probably one of my most consistent skincare products, and this is the Glow O2H Dark Spot Toner by Ole Henriksen. This has totally changed my skincare life. Basically, it helps to shrink pores, get rid of dark spots. I'm noticing as I'm getting older, I'm getting more freckles and more texture on my skin. Even after I'm being very naughty and I pig my skin, I'll put this on right away and it'll help to lighten so I don't get those dark marks. But this is probably one of the most consistent things in my skincare routine, which I barely have a routine, but if you want to see a skincare routine, let me know, because I have probably about 3 products that I use the most. One is very inexpensive, one's in the middle, one's super expensive. If you want to see a video on that and how to blend the products together, holla at your girl. But anyways, this is like a huge holy grail for me. I love this, and they came out in an extra large size, so that's what this is, because I go through this, like I'm pretty sure I take a shot of this every morning just to start the day. I was using cotton pads for it, but lately I've just been pouring it on my hand and then kind of massaging it into my face, which I actually learned from Patrick Starr. I was like, damn, that's gangster, like you just putting it right on. At first, when you're not used to it, it'll tingle, and I know as a sensitive skin person you think, oh my gosh, I'm having a reaction. I had that fear, but it actually didn't do that. It's just going to work. So I highly recommend this product. It's one of my favorite products ever. I use it like twice a day. I know you're supposed to like maybe just use it at night, but it really makes a huge difference on my skin. Look back at my old videos, see how my skin was doing. It wasn't doing so good. So this is definitely one of my favorite waves. Next up, we have the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser lip balms. These are my favorite. Like, I have one in each of my purses. I have one in my car. I have one in my junk drawer where I just like look for lip balm. These are amazing, and I have the tinted ones and the clear ones. I really like the tinted ones, but both of them are just super bomb, and I feel like, especially now as we're getting into more colder weather, it's good to just keep your lips hydrated. I am very dry. I'm starting to go into the tanning beds again, and when I tan, my lips get darker, and it's so cold, so they're getting drier, so I really like to hydrate with this and then color correct with these as well. These are one of my favorite lip balms. Also, the Jouer Essential Lip Balm is really great too. Not sure if it's on Sephora or not, so I didn't put it in the video, but those are really amazing. Also, we have the Tatcha Essential Rice Polish Classic. If you're not huge on exfoliating, this is great. It almost just, it's like a powder that you put in your hand, you foam it up, massage it into your skin, and it kind of makes your skin look refreshed and like you've just exfoliated. I find that if I put makeup on right after, my skin looks a little bit like you just did some C-Rus. But if I wait the next day, it's like, wow, you just de-aged 10 years, you look young, you're a spring chicken, you have your whole life ahead of you. But this is really bomb. So the Tatcha Rice Polish Classic. Nighttime, another nighttime favorite is Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex. This is amazing. You put it on before you go to bed and you wake up and you look brand new and young and like, you know, you're just like your regular average 16-year-old girl trying to figure out in life, and baby soft skin. Any type of regenerating type of serums I'm super into, especially if I can do them at night. That makes it more easy so you don't have to put it on under makeup, although I've heard it works well under makeup. I haven't tried it myself personally, so I can't co-sign on that, but I do know that it works awesome. Another thing I would recommend, the KVD Vegan Beauty 24-Hour Brow. These are amazing. If you're looking to switch brow products, these are stunning and they last all day. I've literally maybe had a little bit of wine and fallen asleep in my makeup. Only thing that really stayed on, well, foundation and brows still look pretty good because of my primers, but highly recommend. And now I've bleached my eyebrows. I'm still trying to figure them out, which is very handy because I'm doing this video right now, so I don't have to pretend that I'm a pro. Anyways, next up I've got a triple blast of Ole Henriksen products. I've got the Banana Vitamin C Serum, brightening, smoothing deliciousness for your skin, the C-Rus brightening double crème. So they have a regular one, which I feel like is a little bit more tacky, almost sticky, which would be great for a primer. If you're super dry like myself, the double crème is super bomb moisturizing. It smells like an orange, very delicious. Love this smell, love the feeling of this, and just love how it kind of brightens and wakes up your complexion. Also, it's a little bit of aromatherapy because of those bright citrus notes. I really love it. Third thing of the Ole Henriksen triple threat here is the Fat Glow Facial. So this is amazing. I like to put it on, leave it on. It kind of dries a little bit gummy, and you can rinse it off with warm water, or I'll use like a warm damp towel, wring it out, and then do little circular motions. If you want to get real aggressive with it, just leave it on and roll in little circles and it'll kind of peel back, but it leaves your skin literally like baby fat. It looks super smooth and it is one of my favorites. So I thought I put it in here, but I guess I didn't, but I want to mention it because obviously I remembered it, is the Milk Makeup Hydro Brow. It is a fiber brow gel and I have barely any eyebrows, and I love that for when I am trying to pretend that I do. I recently just bleached my brows, so I've been using MJ or Haze to make them a little bit more light. We'll play around with brows in another video, but I really love it because it has so much fiber and it makes it look really thick and full, and you can pretend that you have thick luscious brows even when you don't. It's one of my favorite brow products, but I definitely recommend, again, going for those base products that you might want to get doubles or triples of. I don't know how you're, you know, looking, but I'm just like, the biggest sale ever and we're in a pandemic and like money is thin, but I'm still gonna look good, feel better, you know what I mean? So anyways, that compiles my whole list. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do you like videos like this where I'm talking about products that I really enjoy, or do you prefer mostly just makeup tutorials? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Love yourself, stay pretty, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Take care.